Welcome to this week's Today's Health and Wellness Podcast. This is Brett.
And I'm Ashley. The Today's Health and Wellness Podcast is a joint effort of the Central Ohio Health and Wellness Magazine and Today's Health.
In each week's podcast, we spotlight health and wellness stories you'll find in the magazine, on Today's Health web pages, on our social media, as well as extras you'll hear only in the weekly podcasts.
Thanks for subscribing and hitting the play button. Let's get started.
Well, thanks for my advanced copy of July's Central Ohio Health and Wellness magazine. That recipe looks delicious.
Oh, it is really delicious. I have actually already made them 3 times now. They are Isabella's no-bake energy balls.
Hello.
And if you've ever had a no-bake cookie, they're very similar. However, they are much healthier.
Oh, that's cool.
So we have oatmeal. There are some chocolate chips.
You got to have that.
Flaxseed, though, peanut butter. They're really, really good. So I recommend them. Kids love them.
Oh, neat.
And you don't feel as bad about having a nice little sweet treat.
Right, exactly. What else is going on? Let's talk about that.
Quite a few things. We have a great article about walking for your health, which is nice. It's so beneficial. You can get the same results and sometimes even better with a low impact walk.
Right.
So
I was going to say this time of year too. You want to do it kind of like early morning or late evening while it's cooler.
Yes, because it's so hot right now.
Exactly.
But there's always that time of the day that you can get it in.
Oh yeah, exactly.
So there's a great article about that. Another great article from Sleep Outfitters. Why do we need sleep anyway? Of course, it's essential. We all know that. But it's actually as important as food, hydration, and exercise. So without it, our health can greatly suffer.
Well, you know that when you're lacking it, you know you need it.
You know it immediately, don't you?
Immediately.
You start forgetting things. You're just not quite on track.
I'm always amazed how different people can live on certain amounts of sleep.
I know.
6, 4 hours, but some, they have to have 10.
To function.
They have to.
I know.
It's amazing how we're all different that way, but I'm always envious of the ones that can pull off 6.
Same.
Because I could use those extra couple hours.
Even though whatever it is, but we all know when we don't have enough.
Right.
And you can always tell the people you're close to when they don't have enough.
Exactly.
Also a great article about aging, with unhappy with your signs of aging. Speaking of your wrinkles, particularly,
right.
And some of the things you can do from skincare alone to other procedures, including Botox, facelifts, that kind of thing. So Rejuvenations has given us a great article on some of their offerings and how they work.
Yeah, it's funny how that's kind of gone into the men's side of it as well too.
It really
the
has.
vanity of it that used to be, man, I'll just go gray and wrinkle. It just adds.
You're weathered.
It's weathered. There you go. And now, no, it's
they don't want to be.
A lot of culture.
Well,
to that,
interesting enough,
yeah.
I saw something just the other day too. Speaking of all the social media and Instagram and all the filters that we have now, where you can make your face look perfect.
Oh, okay.
And that is leading to a lot more business for these facial clinics because people see how they look without anything or blemishes. And they want to go in and try to make it look that way.
I won't go there.
I know. We all get old,
there.
right?
I know, exactly.
I mean, we can try to do it more gracefully, but
right.
But perfection, I don't know.
Yeah, right.
It's taking it a little far.
Perfection has a cost to it.
Yes, it does. Yeah. And sometimes it can look funny.
Yeah, there are plenty of examples of that. Exactly.
Yes. One last thing to highlight, just because the summer months are very big moving. People tend to move or redo their homes. So there's an article about wood floors and how they really are healthy. So it's interesting to check out if you're thinking about any renovations or if you're moving and planning on changing the floor, which you often do.
All right.
Whether you're going to change the carpet or think of something new.
Right.
So there's a great article from Paneltown Floors on that.
Right.
So check it out.
Yeah, and sometimes you get that surprise when we bought our home, started lifting the corners of the carpet, and underneath, like, ooh, wooden floor.
Oh,
it looks
then
really,
you're really
good.
happy.
Exactly.
Yes.
So, we had a nice surprise on that, and it's like, you rip that up. It's coming off.
That's awesome.
So it was great. Exactly.
I
But
watched a lot of HGTV, and those are always the good things.
Yes, exactly.
When they find a wood floor.
Where specifically can you pick up a magazine?
Best place, most convenient are Kroger locations throughout Central Ohio, CVS stores, along with multiple hundreds actually of other locations. Lots of restaurants, gyms, libraries are great places to pick them up. Your local library should have a copy.
Just look at those magazine racks, basically, newspaper racks. Yeah.
Yes, always in Kroger, and they're labeled in Kroger and CVS stores. Thanks again for listening to this week's Today's Health and Wellness podcast, brought to you by Central Ohio Health and Wellness Magazine and Today's Health. If you have a health and wellness segment you would like us to cover, send us an email. Our contact information is in the show notes.
And if you'd like more information about sponsoring our podcast, like Ashley just mentioned, our contact information is in the podcast notes. We look forward to hearing from you.
Circle270media.com